Hello there, what's up you guys? So this will be just a little laid back kind of review, showing you some footage also from online multiplayer racing with this game. And we're going to race in this track called Oakland, which is really nice. I think it's like my favorite track because it has such nice lines and jumps, a lot of jumps. All of the rest of the tracks are also awesome. I really like them. But you know, this game, it is truly worth the money. I think it's a lot of fun, and no, I'm having a hard time getting bored. Always something weird and new. You learn about the physics or like how you jump. This game might seem really weird at first with all the physics and the controls, but after just a little while I think you will learn them, and I think you will find the game very much fun. As you see, you can do like all kinds of whips and scrubs and tricks, backflips or whatever. So you know, you have pretty much freedom in this game, although I don't like that they made it like only Supercross and then they included ATVs. I think the ideal game for me, which I will come to later, showing you all of the available bikes or vehicles in this game, would be like MX versus Enduro. That would be awesome. But you know, you never know in future games. I think they had a pretty tight schedule and not so much money to make this game, so they kind of just made the best out of the situation, and here is this result, and it's really nice. It is a really nice game, but you know, I think, you know, it doesn't have so many downsides. It's just like lack of content, I think, and stuff. But for the $30, it's definitely worth it. It is a lot of fun, and you get pretty much tracks. And you know, I played this game for like 2 weeks now, and I'm still not getting bored at all. Having lots of fun every time I race it. So the downsides would be some multiplayer issues. For example, when you race about and every time somebody joins the server, if it's not full, by the way, full is 12 players maximum, and then you have split screen also, by the way. Anyway, as I was going to say, every time somebody joins, even when you're in the race like now, people can join and spectate and stuff. There is a slight lag occurring for everybody racing, which is really annoying. So when you're going to hit a jump, you might feel this slight freeze. But it's only when somebody joins, which is not very often, so you won't experience too much to be that annoying. You know, I can live with it, and I really hope and I'm pretty sure they're going to fix it. I don't know, but I hope so. It's really annoying when it happens. Anyway, also what is bad is that sometimes when you join a race and you're in this intermission thing where it's like waiting for everybody to join so they can start the race on the track, it might sometimes bug up and it just kind of loads all the times and it never starts the race. It just kind of stays in the upright intermission, synchronizing, launching, and then it starts over. It's this intermission and it's like bugged up. I don't know what's the deal about that, but it happened to me a lot just when I got the game, and now it rarely happens, like not at all. So I think they fixed that somehow, although they haven't released an update, but I'm never seeing it anymore, so I guess they've fixed it somehow. And also, what else? I think, yeah, it's bad that you have to upgrade your bike fully, get the factory chassis, which is the last upgrade available until you have like fully unlocked the physics of this game. Because the stock bike which you get when you buy the game and start racing is very bad, and it doesn't allow you to do scrubs and stuff, like proper whips. You know, this kind of crazy stuff I do in the air where I lean the bike and stuff, which does feel pretty nice in this game, and it's a lot of fun. I think they could have polished it a little bit better so it's easier, but you know, the game is easy to play. It's easier to race, and it is very like equal for everybody. That's what I like. So in a multiplayer race, everybody is pretty much up front and racing against each other, because if you bump into each other. You don't like fall over immediately like in reflex, or like the slightest touch made you fall off your bike. Here it actually never happens. You just kind of bump into each other like Mario Kart or something. And I think that is a lot of fun because it brings a lot more competition in, and you won't get pissed off so much when somebody crashes into you and you fall, but they don't. The only thing that might happen in this game is if somebody pushes you from behind and you overjump, or if you yourself are a little bit bad and you push somebody from behind and you lose all of your speed. But that is, that is your own fault. So it brings some nice competition to the game. That it's hard to fall off your bike, and it's easy to regain rhythm with this preload system. Like you saw there, maybe I just kind of preloaded and I went straight back into the rhythm. And I think I finished, what did I finish, second? Or yeah, I finished second, right? So yeah, this was pretty exciting race, with my favorite track here. I really love the lines in this track. And there you saw you can do some crazy tricks and stuff too if you feel like it. But that's what I think, again, is the other bad thing about this game, is that it lacks features or like game modes. You just kind of either you play career mode and you do all the career stuff, which is only racing, where they select different, like you have 125, you have 250s. I will show you all of that later. So it's pretty limited game. And this is kind of weird. I don't know what the hell happened there, but my rider got freezed up. He didn't move. So by the end of a multiplayer race, this is kind of how it looks like. And somehow I finished first, but okay. And then it moves on to the next map, and you just keep racing, which is nice, until I think the host leaves. Here's all the 17 tracks which I was talking about. They're really nice. And here are now the different career modes. So yeah, there's not so much to do in this game, but it's still such a nice game, so it's a lot of fun. So either you find yourself doing these career modes. Personally, I hate the ATVs, and I think they should have never made it in this game. Or you will find yourself doing some multiplayer racing, and you can't do any free roaming or like free riding with your buddies. You can only do real races, which is pretty bad. So you can't like have fun and do tricks and stuff, and that kind of stuff. So I think that is really bad that they have removed the free roam from the older games, and they only have, sure, they have only Supercross tracks, but they should still integrate the single player or split screen free roam to the multiplayer as well. Because as you see here in split screen, you can only play with the AI, or you can play on a random map, or whichever you choose, and you can play free roam where there's no barriers on the tracks, so you can just roam about. So that is fun. If you have a buddy over in your house, you can play split screen like that. But if your buddy is home, you can't play free roam multiplayer. So that's pretty bad. The game is pretty limited. There's not so much to do, but still, I think the game's physics and all of that kind of things are so nice. So I think it is pretty hard to get bored of this game anyway. And here you can see the different vehicles, which aren't much, but if they were much like if they had real companies like Honda, Yamaha and stuff like that, I think the game would cost a lot more, because right now it's only like $30, which is extremely cheap for a game. And I think it's weird that they haven't made this for PlayStation 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they haven't, and I think it's only for Xbox 360, PS3 and PC actually. So that is really strange. They're kind of like stuck behind in time here. But I don't know what their plans are. Maybe I think they should release some kind of information about their future plans. But I think maybe they like made this game to earn some money. Maybe they put a lot or a very small amount of money into it to save up save up for future projects. You never know. But this franchise, kind of MX games, especially MX versus ATV, I think is the most popular in the MX franchise. It's a lot of fun, and people really like these kind of games. But they made them so that it's hard for people to play. So that's what I like about this game, that they made it a little easier to play. Maybe they want to bring in some new players to it, I don't know. And here you can see the awesome like trail bike 650 EDX. It's like a trail bike. I don't know how you say that, like those, you know, those desert kind of bikes, which would be, for me, would be the optimum game. And I think they might bring that up in the future, I don't know. But if you played Dirt 3, you know what I'm talking about, because like in Dirt 3 you have these rally tracks where you just can go about race, making the fastest time, and at the same time you have this beautiful nature scenery on these rally tracks, which you can look at and really enjoy once while you're racing. So I think that would be the optimum game. They should bring back the free ROM, lose the ATVs, and still have Supercross as well. That would be awesome. That would be like the perfect game, like Reflex, but lose the ATVs and make it, you know, better. And of course it should be easy like this game to play, because Reflex was just way too hard. And but that also made it fun, you know, because Reflex was hard, it you know, it was, you had some irritating and frustrating moments, but it was you know, because it was so hard, you can play it a lot longer. I don't know, it's hard to explain. So yeah, that's about it for this game. Again, the downsides would be that it's doesn't have so many features. It is this random lag once you play online, and you can't mute players online. So if you have somebody annoying playing, you can't mute them. But fortunately, you know, I haven't bumped into any annoying mic players, so for me it doesn't really matter. And here you can see how long it takes to join a multiplayer race, and right now I think I was lucky, so it didn't take so long. I think about like 1 minute or 2, so it's not too bad. But sometimes also you join in the middle of the race and you have to spectate till it's over. I guess it might also depend on how many people are playing. Right now it seems not many people are playing this game online actually, but when I've tried, there's always somebody playing, and there's always a game available. Sometimes a bugged up game, but you know, at least there's some kind of game. So yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. The game, again, it has its downsides, but I think for $30 it's definitely worth it. I had a lot of fun, and you know, at the same time you are supporting the developers, Nordic Games, and making a more awesome game in the future, because I'm pretty sure they will do. Because this game, it doesn't really seem like a huge game, because they didn't even release it for PlayStation 4. I don't know why, but if they would make a proper game, I think they would bring in a lot of more features or game modes, and they would make it available for all platforms. So yeah, now we're actually just going to try out some free roaming, so I can show you like the physics of this game. And we are doing it in the Oakland track, of course, because that is like my favorite track. So yeah, as you see, you can do pretty nice whips and scrubs, but also that's what I think about this game, that it lacks features also in the way that it lacks information. Like when you do a trick, it doesn't, like a whip, especially whips and scrubs, it only sometimes, pretty rarely, it says whip. That's all it says. Like there, maybe? No, you see there it didn't even say whip or scrub, but I did one. So it's very bad that they have I don't know how they managed to not make it say that, but it's really boring that they didn't, because I love it when you nail a nice trick or something and it says like it congratulates you, like it how do you say it, it makes you wanna jump and do more of those kind of whips. Like you whip it or you land perfectly, and I love it, like if because this game has a little bit arcade feeling to it, so it would be nice if they added some more text and information when you're racing. So when you nail a section nicely, it's like bam, okay, nice, done. And but so yeah, as you see, you can do awesome whips and scrubs. You just sort of have to learn the game first and the controls, because they are very weird and they are unlike any other MX game out there. It takes a while to learn them, but once you do, you can do some pretty awesome stuff, even like 360s, as you see. So yeah, that was basically this video. Please leave me some feedback in the comment section. I know, as I said, this was a very laid back review. I didn't put too much effort into it, but please, if you want, leave a like and subscribe and comment any feedback or whatever you would like to see in the future, because I almost always read your comments and take care of your feedback. So yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna leave you with the game now, and I'll see you guys later in the next video. Take care then. See you guys later. Bye bye.